Let's begin by telling you that an early Sunday morning fire at the Christ Embassy Church in Ikeja, Lagos State, has reportedly been brought under control, although it destroyed property worth millions of naira. First responders are currently working to recover items that were not affected by the blaze. This incident is not the first fire to be recorded at the Nigerian headquarters of the church. Thankfully, no casualties have been reported so far. News Central's head of news, Uzonna Ononye, who is on ground at the scene, joins me now for an update. Uzonna, thank you for joining. What's new?
Yeah. Well, from the last time we spoke and now quite a lot has happened. If you look, you will see that the fire had reasonably gone down, just little smoke here and there. Men of the Lagos State Emergency Management Agency and the fire service and every other emergency responder in the state have worked so hard here to contain this inferno. We cannot ascertain what may have led to this because we were told earlier that there need to have a thorough investigation before the cause could be confirmed. And then level of damage, we cannot say still because a lot has to be calculated. If you have known this church, you will know, you will understand the heavy equipment that they use in the church. I am not sure what is left because we've not been able to gain access into the church by this time. What we know is that firefighting trucks had continued to come in, stationed, waiting for whatever that may come out, and emergency responders are all lined up here with their trucks and heavy machinery. Even the men of the Nigerian police force who were standing all over this place earlier in the day are now resting their legs under the tree there. So it appears that some form of normalcy had returned here, except for members of the church who would have begun to count their losses by this time. But I would like to bring in the boss of the Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, Mr. Uzonna, to join us here now to give us a first-hand information on what he had seen over time today since he got here in the morning. Thank you so much for joining us on the news. And you've had the privilege of seeing what we have not seen. That is, we've not been able to go in there, but you have done that. So please tell us what you saw from in there.
Well, we have done primary survey, and we have done the secondary survey, and we have put up the fire. We've localized the fire in such a way that it's not spreading to the adjoining or adjacent buildings. And all the key stakeholders that are important in managing emergency in Lagos State are on the ground. And we are all working under the watch of Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu. With this, we are able to ensure that there is no fatalities, there is no mortalities, and there is no morbidities associated with this massive fire incident. But however, there are some places that have burned beyond certain level that we need to carry out reconstruction, redevelopment, and we need to pull those places into zero level, ground zero, to ensure safety of life and to prevent secondary disaster. And you can see that we are on top of all the challenges, and we have all the machineries, we have all the personnel. Our Charlie is on the ground, our Goliath is on the ground, fire trucks are on the ground, fire personnel are on the ground, the Red Cross are on the ground, engineers are on the ground, and believe me, the good people of Lagos State should remain cool, calm, and collected. Okay. We are on top of it.
All right. The earlier information we got when we arrived here was that there was no casualty because they said that the church hasn't started, the service hasn't started for the day. But I would like you to confirm you've moved around, you have the Red Cross with you, as you said. Can you confirm that there wasn't any casualty or any health emergency that occurred here?
I can confirm that there is no casualties and there is no mortalities. However, we still have our ambulance team on the ground that handles pre-hospital care in the state. We have medical doctors on the ground. We have nurses on the ground. And you know, the operation is still ongoing. The place is still live.
Okay, in most places in Lagos State, once there is a heavy fire incident of this nature, the entire building is brought down. We've seen that in several places. Once the fire, a major fire incident of this nature, is brought down to ground zero. That's the term you usually use. Are we expecting to see that effected here, to bring the entire building down to ground zero?
Well, the most important thing, why we are saying ground zero is the most stable place. So the most important thing is that it is not all fire incidents that we normally bring down the buildings to ground zero. What we always do and what is always on our mind is to ensure safety of life and properties. And we will do everything that is humanly possible to do that. If need be, we bring some building to ground zero to ensure safety. We will carry out reconstruction, redevelopment, so that our good people of Lagos State will enjoy safety of life and properties. Their life is more important to us.
Okay. All right, you've heard it. He's confirmed authoritatively that there was no casualty here. Nobody died, no injury sustained. Whatever that will be lost will be material things, which we cannot confirm at this time until further investigation is carried out and the proper assessment, impact assessment is conducted here. Dabo.
All right, thank you so much for the update, Uzonna, and please stay safe.